Alright VC, what's going on? Coming back with you with another Vinyl Finds video. Another bunch of records here. Seem to always keep coming in, you know what I mean? I think the wife's probably had enough of it, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and start with the first one this week. Art Blakey, Jazz Messengers, Just Coolin'. One that was, you know, kind of been looking forward to for a while. It was supposed to be released a couple months ago, but you know, COVID delay and all that good stuff. So yeah, this one was shelved for what, 50 years, almost, maybe even longer. Just terrific record. Bobby Timmons, Lee Morgan, Hank Mobley, Jimmy Merritt. I don't know, you know, who made these decisions back in the day. I think someone said they shelved this for Jazz Corner of the World, which is a great record, but this one's really, really nice. Blue Note. I mean, not much more to really say about it. I mean, they're all in rare form. You know, anything with Lee Morgan on it, I try to pick up, and then you had Hank Mobley, Bobby Timmons, one of my favorite piano players. Definitely a must grab. You know, I wish they would have done more like the Tone Poet release with this. You know, with the nice tip-on jacket, like the, you know, gatefold and all that with some more pictures. Maybe they didn't have a lot of pictures of this session, I'm not sure, but still very nice pickup. Very happy to get that. Second new release this week that I got was the Fiona Apple Fetch the Bolt Cutters. I got that indie white copy. Still, you know, I listened to this once. Very enjoyable. I heard the record before, but I've only listened to the record I got once since we got it. Yeah, definitely, you know, definitely killer stuff. Just, you know, I don't want to say different than our older stuff, but, you know, it's different aspects. But yeah, it's a great record from her. Look forward to listening to it a couple more times. I downloaded it so I could listen to it in my car as well, but very enjoyable. And I just listened to this one yesterday, I think. It's Bob Dylan, Rough and Rowdy Ways. That's the gold indie version. It's another solid record from Bob. I mean, for him being so old, I just really think it's you know, a pretty solid release from him. What's the last track? It's like a whole side, I think. Yeah, Murder Most Foul. I mean, I live in Dallas, and you know, it talks a lot about Dallas and Dealey Plaza and, you know, Kennedy being shot and the hospital and the streets and everything. I mean, he really tells a story, you know, with that song, like he does in a lot of his albums. But I don't know. I really enjoyed this, actually. I didn't think I was going to, but yeah, it was a nice pickup. Next one, I got this from Record Jungle out in LA a while back, so going from something completely different to little Bone Thugs and Harmony. This is The Collection, Volume 1. It's got, you know, Crossroad, Thuggish Ruggish Bone. It's got a couple more hits on here, let me see. Breakdown, Notorious Thugs, Days of Our Lives, For the Love with Eazy-E. Just a terrific, you know, I was really into these guys back in the day and gave it a listen, and it still sounds great. They were always one of my favorite rap groups, I guess you could say. So that was a nice pickup. I don't know if you guys could hear what's in the background. Next, I showed Evil Empire a while back from these guys, and it just put me on a kick. I had to get them all. So I found a seller on Discogs that had all three of these, so I made him an offer for all three, and he took it. It's the original European Press, Rage Against the Machine, first album. What can be said about this album? I mean, seriously, it's so freaking good. Killing in the Name, Taking the Power Back, Bullet in the Head. I mean, I don't even have to name every track on here is excellent. I was really bummed that they had to cancel their tour this summer. I was thinking about going somewhere and seeing them, but yeah, great record, nice to have. Those are getting harder to find, that record. Next one, I think this one is what, their third album, Battle of Los Angeles. Another solid release. Testify, Guerrilla Radio, Born on a Broken Man, Born as Ghosts. I mean, another solid release from them. It's probably my third favorite out of the four from them. And you know which one's coming next because it's the only other one. This is their last studio album, Renegades. Not my favorite. This is probably my least favorite album they had, but that's saying a lot because it's still really good. My favorite song on here is actually not Renegades of Funk, but it's their cover of the Bruce Springsteen Ghost of Tom Joad. I just think it's such a killer cover. You know, when this came out, you know, it was a big deal because I remember, you know, they were already pretty much breaking up, and Zach De La Roche, you know, he was trying to fight it coming out, and the other three members wanted it to come out. It was like a big lawsuit. So nice to pick those three up. Next one, just to pick up. I'd seen that these. I waited on this one, you know, when it originally came out, and just thinking it would be everywhere, you know, to pick it up, and it's been sold out. So it took me a while to find this at Barnes & Noble, actually. Chet Baker Sings, the Tone Poet release. Another just great record. Love Chet Baker. You guys know. You guys watch my channel long enough. Several records from him. And this just, you know, I enjoy his voice. A lot of people don't. But this one has Russ Freeman, Peter Littman, Lawrence Marable. And then on the second side, it's got Chet Baker, Russ Freeman, Carson Smith, Bob Neal. So, yeah, most of you guys already have this, but definitely glad to pick that up. I don't know if the repress on that is just, you know, delayed because of COVID or what's going on, but next one, I ordered their new album that's coming out. It's called Inlet, and I already have So You Prefer an Astronaut, but this is Downward is Heavenward from Hum. This is released on the lead singer's Earth Analog Records. Nice blue copy there. I ordered it directly from his website. This came out in '97, but this repress is from last year, I think. And very good record. You know, they're kind of you know, his voice doesn't really match the music, which is kind of weird because, you know, the music is just real heavy, and then he, you know, he kicks in with his voice, and it's just, it's really strange, but I think it works. So I'm looking forward to their new album that's coming out. I think you can still pre-order it, but this is a real nice packaging, little gatefold. I think you can still order this from the Earth Analog Records site. I think he was real nice. Actually, the lead singer like emailed me and stuff and whatnot. Oh, sorry. So obviously, So You Prefer an Astronaut is my favorite from them, but this is another solid release. So next one was this is probably the biggest one for me of this bunch. Was Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Night in Tunisia. 47 West 63rd label. First mono press. Actually, no, second mono press, I'm sorry. Just another terrific record. Lee Morgan, Wayne Shorter, Bobby Timmons again, Jimmy Merritt, and Art Blakey. So almost, you know, you just replace Wayne Shorter with Hank Mobley, and you'll have, you know, the first record essentially that I showed, the Just Coolin', the one that just came out. So almost the same ensemble. Just awesome. One Night in Tunisia. I don't even know what else to say about it. Just a great, great record. One that I've been wanting for a very, very long time. Alright, next we got some, this is just a great record label. I think they're out of Chicago. This is, well, the next couple that I'm going to show are all on the International Anthem. Yeah, International Anthem label. And they're all just terrific. This is Micaiah McCraven, In the Moment. Probably his, most famous record, I guess, his hottest release to get. This is the deluxe edition. I know when it first came out, it only came out as a double LP, and then they later, reissued some more songs from the same session on an external disc. But I just went ahead and bought the deluxe version that had all three. So it's a 3 LP set. If you don't know, Makaya McCraven, just really terrific. A lot of these guys play on each other's records too. Like this one has Junius Paul, who I'm going to show a record of, Jeff Parker, who I'm also going to show a record of. It's got hip-hop elements in it. It's just, it really is a terrific, terrific record. Makaya McCraven on drums, beats, loops, that kind of thing. Junius Paul plays bass. Jeff Parker on guitar. It's just real nice. Did I show the gatefold already? I'm actually playing Makaya McCraven right now, but it's a different record. So, yeah, I'll fix that later. This is the one that I'm actually playing right now. This is, I think this one's his latest one that came out, I believe. This is Makaya McCraven, Universal Beings. It's a nice double LP from him. Kind of more the same. This is pretty, pretty similar to In the Moment, but obviously different kind of vibe. But same kind of. Nubia Garcia's on this one, who has a new album coming out. She's terrific. Shabaka Hutchins is on this one. Jeff Parker, Junius Paul again. Just killer stuff. Just taking jazz to more contemporary feel with the hip hop elements, with the drum beats and stuff like that. So yeah, I've really been enjoying this label a lot, and I look forward to picking up a lot more stuff from them. So this is one that a lot of people talk about as being album of the year, and it's very, very good. Here right on the front it says graduated studies of sampling cycles and soulful jazz harmonics mix monkey and miniatures into a fusion swirled dedication. So this is Jeff Parker, Suite for Max Brown. International Anthem again. Makaya McCraven, Jeff and Ruby Parker. This is definitely one of my top 3 releases, top 5, top 3 releases for the year. Just, like I said, taking jazz to, kind of different, to, away from what your traditional jazz feeling, and, just a lot of different elements going on in this record, and it all just really works. So this is Jeff Parker, Suite for Max Brown. Check it out. This one has to be probably the most free of the 4. My wife really didn't like this one, but this is Junius Paul Ism. I love that cover too, and the labels. But yeah, Junius Paul, bass player. He plays some other stuff on here too, I think. Yeah, he plays just, it says small instruments, but Marquise Hill on trumpet on this one is great. Makaya McCraven playing drums. Like I said, they all play on each other's records, which is kind of cool. Look at the back cover. He wears these. I follow him on Instagram, and he wears these like tights and stuff. It's kind of funny. So check this label out, guys, if you don't know about it. International Anthem, really good stuff. This, like I said, this one is more on the free side of the 4 that I just showed. I would suggest starting with that Jeff Parker or Makaya McCraven In the Moment. Those would be the 2 that I would get of those. Next one is just I was placing an order with Fat Records anyway, and didn't have this one for my new fan collection. No Use for a Name. This is one of their later releases. I love Fat Records. $12, brand new record. You can't beat it. Tony Sly on vocals, who passed away tragically. I remember seeing these guys with NoFX my first time seeing NoFX in Albuquerque, New Mexico when I was growing up, and I was like, wow, these guys just blew me away. Not my favorite album from them. Making Friends is still my favorite album from these guys, but still a great record. Alright, picked up, when I was placing that Barnes & Noble order, Kanye West, Late Registration. Great record from Kanye, one of his best in my opinion, probably his best. I think it's got Touch the Sky on here, I believe. But that would be one of the hits. Yeah, it's got that song with Adam Levine on here, Touch the Sky, Gold Digger. But a lot of great tracks on here. This is when he was in his prime, I think. This one in Graduation. Terrific. Alright, this was also, I got this from Barnes & Noble, the new Norah Jones. I was kind of on the fence about getting this one or the indie version, but it seemed like, I don't know, everybody kind of had the indie version, so I went with this one, which is like a blob, black and red blob. I thought it looked pretty cool. Yeah, love Norah Jones. Solid effort from her. I'd heard this on YouTube. I kind of streamed a couple songs on it before I bought it, and just, you know, the problem with Norah Jones is it's not going to live up to her first album. So you got to get that just, you know, out of the way. Her first album was a masterpiece, and this one is good, but it's not that. You know what I mean? Still really good music. Definitely need to listen to it again, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. This is like a late night, just put it on, mellow stuff. Next one is they had a restock. Can't remember what website I got this on, but I got the Texas Sun, the Nebula vinyl that I missed out on the first time, and for some reason they had a restock a year later or whenever this came out. But Khruangbin, Leon Bridges, terrific. Just like an EP. It's got like 4 songs on it, but most of you guys already know this. But next one, also from Barnes & Noble. Same time I ordered those other ones. Didn't have this on vinyl. Green Day, Dookie. And what's cool about this one, I kind of held off getting a copy of this, but it's on Dookie vinyl. How nobody else came up with this until 2020, Dookie vinyl, blows my mind. So, nice to have that. I really don't need to say a lot about this record. This is the first CD I've ever bought, and you know, I don't know when this came out. 94, first CD I ever bought. So, great stuff. Every track on here is great. Even the, you know, I love the. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder if the bonus song is on here. You know, on the CD. You know, I was alone. I was all by myself. I don't know if that's on here, but I'll get back to you guys on that one. Next one was one from Sam Records that I missed out on, and it's been really hard to find, and I got lucky on Amazon, I guess. Chet Baker went to Paris in like 1950 something, I think. I want to make sure I'm correct. 1955, and he recorded a bunch of records, or I think they were broadcast live records, but Sam Records got a hold of the original tapes and released these. This was originally on the Barclay label out of France. So this one has Gerard Gustin on piano, Jimmy Bond on bass, and Bert Dahlhander on drums. Just awesome. You guys know I love me some Chet Baker, and this one was really hard to find. So, like I said, I got lucky on Amazon. This is the last copy because Sam sold out. Acoustic Sounds was sold out. So, good stuff. Oh yeah, I got this one a couple weeks back. Randy Holden, Population. You know I had to get Noble Records first color variant. I mean, how cool is that, man? I remember you having your, 700 sub contest. Now you got like 20 million on the yellow vinyl. Just nice heavy guitar, good stuff. Signed by Randy. It's really cool, Dylan. Good job on your first. I don't even know if you watch anymore, but good job on your release. Really enjoyed it. All right, just a couple left. So I've been wanting this record for a long time. I didn't know what pressing to get because originals are crazy, so I'm not gonna get those obviously. But I found this. I didn't know if I was gonna get the Target blue version, but Nirvana Nevermind. This is the deluxe 4 LP. It's got the original album on it, and then it's got some B-sides. It's got like Aneurysm, Been a Son, Live, Even As Youth. It's also got some studio sessions of Drain You, Sliver, Polly. But then it also has just more like boombox rehearsals, BBC sessions. It's just like a complete, 4 LP of this album. So got this for a great price on Amazon. It was like $35 or $40 or something like that. Somebody was selling it, so I was really happy to pick that up. I don't need to go into detail on it. It's one of the best albums of all time. Alright, just a couple left. Thanks for sticking in. It's a long one. I was in the Reddit forums and someone posted that they did a restock of this. This was been sold out for a long time, but Vinyl Me Please, Blossom Dearie, I missed out on it and the price skyrocketed on the Verve label. Originals of this go for quite a bit. I love her voice. This is probably her best album, and yeah, just really nice to pick that one up. And last but not least, Caesar Frazier, Hail Caesar. They just did a lot of represses of this. Several places did a repress, but I got the Plaid Room. I always support Coal Mine, Coal Mine Plaid Room. So funky, jazz, early 70s. It's got Idris Muhammad on it. It's got, who am I thinking of? Melvin Sparks on it. If you like Melvin Sparks, you'll really like this record. Just terrific stuff. So, yep, that was a good one. Alright guys, that's it. A lot of new stuff in there, and hope you guys are all doing well through these times and everything, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys later.